Hi everyone, Amber Echo here. How's everyone doing today? I hope you are all doing good. Why? Well, because why would I want you to be doing bad? I've changed shooting location, as you can see, and I've also changed what I'm shooting with. I figured I'd start shooting this with one of my my real cameras because, well, I have real cameras and there's no sense not using them instead of just using that that webcam that, you know, I've been shooting with for I've been doing this like a year. Oh my goodness. Okay. Life, huh? No. I did get one question on my YouTube account, which you can ask questions, you know, via my YouTube, just as much as you can ask questions from my Tumblr or anything else that you find. And the question was, how do you get through a day? You say you're not passable, so you know that, or you think that people, you know, don't find you to be a female when they look at you. So how do you get through the day when you know that you don't pass? As a female, obviously, is what the question is pertaining to. One sec. Sorry, totally forgot. Look at me getting all happy and forgetting my liquor. But anyway, not much left. Had a little fun last night. I had fun because I was celebrating well, cheers. I had fun because I was celebrating the release of episode 1 of Transition Transmission. Yes, the podcast I talked about last time has indeed come out, which I'm really excited about. It has its own Tumblr, transmission.tumblr.com, and in less than 48 hours, just on Tumblr, it's had 120 plays, which puts my previous podcast to absolute shame, number-wise. But I think that speaks to how, like, powerful or how important this kind of thing is becoming. The transgender, you know, message, something of a movement that started. You know, we got celebrities and, you know, something of pop icons, you know, transitioning and stuff, which is awesome. Oh my god, it's awesome. You know, Lana Wachowski, Laura Jane Grace, you know, it's a great thing. It's beautiful, it's wonderful, and I'm so happy, and I hope the light from that window is totally not throwing off how I look right now, because I thought I looked good today for work. Just got off work, by the way. I have short days on Thursday and Friday. Anyway, but yeah, back to the question that was asked to me. How do I get through a day knowing that I don't pass? At a certain point, when you finally decide that, hey, I'm gonna transition. I'm going to go, I have to do this from my perspective, not trying to leave anyone out here, but when you decide to go from male to female, you've already decided a lot of things that, you know, don't even matter anymore. You've prepared yourself to accept, you know, what all of your friends and your family and, you know, your coworkers and everything are gonna have to say about you. Vodka just hit my tummy. I'm starting to feel good. I'll have to go get more because I don't have very much. But you've already gotten past the biggest point once you decide you're going to do it. So once you've decided you're going to do it, you're still going to deal with a lot of shit. You're going to deal with a ton of shit. that's a big reason a lot of people don't transition, is because they don't want to deal with all that. They're afraid of what's going to happen to them. And that's a valid fear. That's a very valid fear. I get through the day a lot of times because I have to. I won't tell you that I don't sit at my cubicle and cry, because I do. Probably at least once a week, I will have sat at my cubicle and I will have cried. But you gotta be strong. Are you gonna spend your life making, everyone else happy, or are you gonna spend your life making you happy? You have to make you happy. That's the goal in this. You're not transitioning to make other people happy, I promise you. You're transitioning to make yourself happy, or something close to happy. That's what you're doing. And you should, that should be your goal, is you. Now, I'm not saying, be stupid or anything and, flaunt everything, because then you're inviting, a little bit of trouble sometimes. That's just dumb. I've seen it, and I think it's just dumb to go around and invite that trouble. But I get through the day, and just like everybody else that has, shit going on in their lives, I do the best I can. I mean, once, you've come to the realization that, yeah, people are going to talk about you. Yes, they are probably talking about you. You get over it. You have to get over it. You can't continue to function if you don't get over it to a certain level. You have to get over some of that. And also, what I discovered, I transitioned on my job with DirecTV, but now with my job, currently, I came to work as Amber, and honestly, that was a lot easier. I mean, I've heard the conversations in the background when people didn't, know I was, around the corner or whatnot like that. I've heard them. It hurts. But they're not all bad conversations. Some people are, legitimately, curious. And I guess, curiosity isn't the worst thing in the world. I invite curiosity to a certain point. I've never not answered a coworker's question if a coworker has a question for me, but they hardly ever ask me. They'll ask people who know me or people who talk to me about me, and that's not the way to go. Ask me. I don't know if they think I'm going to bite them or cast an evil spell on them to make them want to be trans. It doesn't work that way. But, it's a thing that settles down, too, because you're going to have a big initial, oh my God, is that a guy? Oh my goodness. Did it used to be a guy? Oh my God. That will happen. But that will settle down. That will become less. And once people realize you're just there to, fucking work and do your damn job just like they are, they care way less about it. You just have to do it. I mean, you've got to be happy with you. Fuck them. You'll work with them, and it's hard, but fuck them. Screw them. Who gives a fuck about them? So, that's how I get through my day. It hurts sometimes. But as time's gone on, I've been out at the workplace, or 2 workplaces, but I've been out at the workplace for almost a year. 10 months right now. Oh no! It was right before Halloween that I came out at work. No, I'm I'm like less than a month from being out on the job for a year. It gets better. I know it does get better, because at a certain point people are just like, whatever. And, maybe that has something to do with, some of my friends have said, well, the longer you're, on HRT, the better you look. And that's probably true, too. So I don't want to just be like, oh, that has nothing to do with it. That may have something to do with it. I don't talk a lot at work, either. Most people probably think I'm a stuck-up bitch at work, and it's not because I'm trying to be a bitch. It's because I don't want to talk at work. Because there are some people that just, they glance at me, they're like, okay, there's that, crazy redheaded lady that works here, and I don't want to, break that, that image they have in their head of me. So I don't talk a whole lot either. But that's how I cope with my current working environment. I don't know if that helps. I don't know if it was supposed to help. But for what it's worth, I hope that answers your question, at the very least. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, send them to me. Totally will answer them. And check out the podcast. You can get it on iTunes, or you can go to the website. I know people love their iTunes. I'm more of a Zune and Droid girl myself. But no, I know people love iTunes, so it's on iTunes. And again, you can just go to sorry. You can just go to transitiontransmission.com and you'll get the link for everything. There's a Tumblr for it. I'll put a link right down, right there, right in the show notes, right there. I'll put a link in the show notes for it so you can find that as well. Outside of that, gosh, this seems too damn happy. It does. This seems way too happy. This is the happiest, video cast I've done. What's wrong? I feel like this should be more dark and depressing or something, but I'm looking at the little monitor feed and I'm like, this looks bright. I look cheerful and happy. Wearing fucking orange. It's like, I don't know, but bye.